Welcome to Gist Dish TV, your ultimate gist corner. Before we dive into today's heart-melting story, please subscribe to this channel, like this post, and turn on your notification bell so you never miss any of our exclusive celebrity gists. Trust us, stories like this are better enjoyed when you're always early to the tea. Settle in, take a deep breath, and let your heart relax, because this gist is soft, beautiful, and quietly addictive. There are days when the internet is loud with drama, arguments, and endless hot takes. And then there are days like this, when a simple moment, shared quietly between two people, becomes the sweetest conversation without a single word being spoken. That was exactly the kind of day Joshua and Chinenye Nnebe created when they stepped out together for what many are now calling one of their most tender public moments yet. It did not begin with flashing cameras or dramatic entrances. It began with sunlight filtering through tall trees, the sound of laughter echoing across open grass, and two familiar faces choosing peace, playfulness, and genuine connection over noise. A park, simple, open, and honest, became the backdrop for a day that fans are still talking about. Those who saw them first noticed how relaxed they were. No rush. No forced poses. Just two people walking side by side, matching each other's pace as if they had nowhere else to be. Clinton looked comfortable in his element, dressed casually, moving with an ease that suggested this was not about being seen but about being present. Chinenye, radiant as always, carried herself with that soft confidence that does not need validation. Together, they looked like two people who genuinely enjoyed each other's company. As they strode deeper into the park, conversations flowed effortlessly. Witnesses would later say it felt like watching a scene from a romance film, except this one was unscripted. They talked, laughed, paused to observe their surroundings, and occasionally stopped just to enjoy the moment. It was not loud affection. It was subtle. And that subtlety made it even more powerful. Soon enough, play took center stage. The park offered endless possibilities, and they embraced it fully. They joined in on simple games, nothing extravagant, nothing competitive in a harsh way. Just fun. The kind of fun that brings out genuine smiles and childlike laughter. Clinton teased Chinenye playfully, and her reactions were quick, witty, and full of warmth. Each laugh seemed to pull them closer, not physically alone, but emotionally. There is something very telling about how two people play together. It reveals comfort. It reveals trust. And in that space, Clinton and Chinenye looked completely at ease. When one lost a game, the other celebrated lightly, never crossing the line into mockery. It was all affection wrapped in humor. Observers could tell this was not about impressing anyone, it was about enjoying each other. At some point, they settled onto a quiet spot, sitting close enough to feel connected, yet relaxed enough to breathe freely. Conversations deepened. Their expressions shifted from playful to thoughtful, then back to laughter again. They listened to each other. Truly listened. Clinton leaned in when Chinenye spoke, giving her his full attention. Chinenye responded with expressive gestures, clearly comfortable being herself in that moment. This was the part that touched many hearts, the way they conversed like lovers who understood each other's rhythms. No interruptions. No distractions. Just presence. In a world where attention is often divided, this felt refreshing. And just when you think the moment could not get any sweeter, they returned to play again. Running lightly across the grass, competing in small challenges, cheering each other on like best friends. The park, filled with families and couples, seemed to pause briefly as people noticed the joy surrounding them. It was contagious. Halfway through this story, let us gently remind you, if you have not subscribed to Gist Dish TV yet, now is the perfect time. Subscribe, like, and share this gist with someone who loves soft celebrity moments. Your support keeps these stories coming. As the afternoon stretched on, the sun softened, casting a golden glow that wrapped the park in warmth. Clinton and Chinenye slowed down, choosing to walk again, side by side. At times, they spoke quietly. At other times, they laughed loudly, unconcerned with who was watching. Their body language said everything words did not need to explain. What stood out most was how natural everything felt. There was no sense of performance. No visible pressure. Just two individuals enjoying the simplicity of each other's presence. This is what made fans emotional when snippets and eyewitness accounts began circulating online. People were not reacting to a scandal or controversy, they were reacting to love, or at least something very close to it. Some fans described it as watching two people fall into a moment so comfortably that the world faded away. Others called it a reminder that joy does not have to be dramatic to be meaningful. And many simply smiled, grateful for a glimpse into something pure. As the day neared its end, Clinton and Chinenye took one final stroll around the park. Their energy had shifted from playful excitement to calm contentment. The kind that comes after a day well spent. Their conversations seemed softer now, punctuated by smiles that lingered just a little longer than before. There was no grand goodbye, no dramatic exit. Just a shared understanding that the day had been special. And sometimes, that is enough. What makes this gist linger is not speculation or assumptions. It is the feeling it leaves behind. The reminder that love, or connection, or companionship, can be gentle. That joy can be simple. That two people can step away from the noise and choose each other, even if just for a day. As expected, fans have not stopped talking. Social media timelines are filled with admiration, curiosity, and plenty of heart emojis. Some are calling it friendship goals. Others are convinced there is more beneath the surface. But perhaps the beauty of this moment is that it does not need a label. Clinton, Joshua and Chinenye Nnebe gave people something rare, a soft story in a loud world. And for that, many are thankful. Before we wrap up, do not forget to subscribe to Gist Dish TV, like this post, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this was just a beautiful day out between close friends, or do you feel something deeper brewing? Your opinions matter here. Until the next gist drops, stay gentle, stay curious, and stay connected, right here on Gist Dish TV, your ultimate gist corner.